So the first few seconds of this, I wasn't recording, but after this point, I do draw everything in real time. So that's the sketch that I just made, and I figured I might as well just record. But I want to do a tribute of my nephew, Diesel, who passed over the rainbow a couple days ago. I just saw him on Sunday, but I just wanted to do something to sort of kind of draw him. But I'm not that good at dog anatomy, like the muscles. Like I can sort of fake it. But so he was very, very muscular. Very muscular dog. So I guess the shapes would be kind of like this. Yeah, I always forget how to. I feel like it's something like this. I always forget the anatomy of legs. I'm just not that good at it. So I usually I have to look at references, which there's nothing wrong with that. But Diesel's actually quite a bit thicker. He was a very thick dog. I might as well just bring up a photo of him. So there's a photo of him. A very thick dog, head like a great white shark, which is what I always said. He'd always look funny when he sat down on his butt. So he is a bit thicker. So I'm going to use Liquify, and I'm just going to, let me go to my lines here. Okay. So he's a bit thicker, and their legs are kind of, let's see, something like this. He had let me find a reference. Because I'm not that good at dog legs. There we go. Now we got a little bit of muscle there, so at least I can kind of have an idea of what to. That's extremely big. I don't think his shoulders need to be that big. Jeez. I mean, he was Diesel. So it's kind of this. No, something like that. It doesn't really look like a dog's leg, though. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. It doesn't really look like a dog's leg. Okay, so I think what might help if I bring this back a little bit. I feel like I need to, sometimes I just need to be a bit looser, I think. I'm always sort of he had very stubby arms. maybe it'd be kind of cool if just trying to figure out a nice like stance for him. Let me look at his tail. I generally know what his tail looked like. Where's photos? Very stocky. It's almost like a torpedo. He actually had take a look at his earsies. Yeah, his ears are pretty much right. And maybe I can okay, so he's pretty thick here. So this would be here. So if this was the other thigh, it would be about here. It would come off. This would be about here. It's sort of interesting. I sometimes have issues with the spacing of things and how they would be. So I kind of have to just think about, where his other leg would be in space. Like, would his other leg be back a little bit more? That's kind of cool. There's like his leg back. And I wonder how this would look if his arms were a little bit further back too. Almost like he's like leaning forward. Let's try that out. Oh, that looks horrific. Maybe I can just change this. Oops, let me change to a different eraser. I might be able to just change this leg. Let's see. That would be kind of cool too, actually. But it might be a little big. Let's see. Maybe a little smaller. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. I feel like his head needs to be bigger. Let me tell you, Diesel was a thick dog. Head like a great white shark. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so that looks pretty good actually. Now it'd be nice to add some color. Obviously Diesel had a nice big black nose. And he kind of had some color on there. His ears are black. And he was pretty much, she had black on his face too. Let me go back to sketch light so I can put, but he actually had, oftentimes he had he had like a, kind of like a, I don't know how I want to draw it. Yeah, he had something like that always around him. Let's see if I can find a better photo. Okay, here he has a collar. Bow tie. Here he had a collar. Maybe we want to give him a bow tie. That might be kind of cute, actually. Let's see. So a bow tie would be something like that. Maybe something like that. Uh-oh, I think I hear the neighbors. Oh, I don't like that thick black outline though. I think it's fine on the ears. Let me make it a little smaller. I like the original black outline better. Or just black sketch lines. Oh, my test results are available. I have to go through all this. So I'm working tomorrow, but I'm not going to install the freaking thing. Come on. So I had to, so I really have to install this application to get my COVID test. How annoying is that? So I'm working tomorrow on a job, and I have to get a COVID test. So I'll do it later. It's gonna take to log in and all this nonsense. Am I on the right? No. Of course I'm on the wrong layer. That's okay. So I feel like that should be black. Maybe we'll color this in, shade it in a little bit. Okay, so let me look at Diesel's markings again. Okay, so he's mostly actually black. Mostly black on top and around the butt area. Let's see, it's mostly black, and his tail is black up until the tip, but this tail I got to work on, because right now it is, oops, there's a lot going on with his tail. It's a little bit better. I don't mind that it's like sketchy, but it has to also, it has to hold its shape. Okay, that's better. So we'll go back down here and I'll just color this in a little more. I think the same thing here. It's black. Duplicate this. And I'll do some lines for his fat little toes. And maybe I'll darken this up too as it'll pause. But I love sketching. Really, really like sketching. I think this is a good depiction of him, and it feels like him. It really, really does, and I'm happy with that. And I might clean him up, but I really like the sketch. I feel like sketches really bring out a lot of character, and it's just something that I love to do. So for now, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this sketch. I'll just darken these a little bit since they're behind, and maybe I'll just want to accentuate his other ear back there. I feel like I want to, might be nice to add his name. I kind of like that. Everybody doesn't need the second heart. But maybe he needs a little crown. But where do I want to put this? Oops. I could either put it here, I could put it here, I could put it here. It's like little details that I get. My mind like races, you know, to kind of make things, to sort of fix things up. The slightest bit, you know, I like a nice sketch looking things, but there's certain things that I just think need to be perfect. I feel like it's kind of nice there. And let's see what it looks like with a white background. I still don't like pure white. I don't like a pure white background. So I'm going to merge. You know what? I'm going to group all of these. I'm going to duplicate the group. This will be my backup in case I need to go back or I don't like what I have. But with this one, I'm going to flatten it and I'm going to alpha lock it. And I'm going to use a darker red and just see how that looks. So first, let me go to fill layer. Go to hue saturation and just sort of see how that looks. So there's this version that I actually really like. So I'll save that as a JPEG. And now let's see what it looks like with my normal background color and my normal color. I'll save that too. And then I'll just go with a regular black, the original color. Oh, it actually looks decent on beige with black. And then I'll just go with regular white. Or maybe a gray. I'll just stick with white. Okay. But that's pretty much how I sketch, and we'll miss Diesel, but he had a nice, long, loving life, and I just wanted to do a little sketch of him so I can give it to my sister's family, especially my little nephew, who was really attached to Diesel. So, there we go. It's another picture of Big Deezy. All right. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I will catch you all in the next video.